Welcome back to another episode of Patch It. I am Raul. We're going to be continuing the patch that I've called the 10-gallon patch, partially because I'm from Texas, and the other part of it was that I couldn't think of a more interesting title than that, and I thought it'd be kind of funny. So this is kind of what we've been working on in the last two segments right here in front of us. I do have the system shut off, so we'll be turning it back on here in a second. But I don't know how much farther we're going to go. We might go into this part 3 and then maybe a part 4 as well. But just wanted to let you know in advance. This is kind of still kind of on the cuff, off the cuff, or on the fly, however you want to say it. So I'm going to be powering this on. Here we go. There we go. And so if you weren't with us last time, this is kind of where we left off. And for those of you who are new to this segment, we're just coming in kind of on the tail part of this. Object of the game here is to kind of fill up this Optomix over here and then the Submix 7 as well. We pretty much have Submix 7 pretty close. Optomix already has 2 inputs, but we may kind of go in and kind of adjust this a little bit and see if we can get a little bit more diversity out of this patch here. So, this is where we're at right now, and let's see, I do have a output over here available that I haven't messed with yet, so let me take that out. Ultimately, I'm kind of planning, hopefully, to do something with this envelope over here that I haven't done anything with. So I'm taking that, and let's just listen to it. There it is. Trying to decide if I like that as a tone that I want to just use like that, or I want to do something else with it. I kind of like that as a tone, so let's just keep that. I may change my mind here in a second, but we'll see. Alright, so now we need something to fire this envelope over here. So I'm going to take maybe one of these slower multiply shuffling clocks. I'll go into here. Now I have a little bit of activity from my ADSR. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but there's a lot of places I can send it. I'll take this out. Okay. Now let's see. I have something going in the 1 volt per octave of this, but why don't we try modulating the echo amount there. So I'm going to just take this envelope and then pipe it right in here. That's actually coming in right here, so let's listen to that all by itself. Alright, so I do like that kind of warbly sound right there. Up a little bit. Bringing back the other items. Input's peaking a little bit, so let me just bring down the level just a little bit. let's try some other sort of fun things over here. I'm going to take the stepped output from here, and I'm just going to kind of see if I can affect one of these articulators over here. Now, I do need to kind of hear that, so I want to bring that up. That's good. So I'm going to actually modulate that. And what I'm watching for is the activity on the light there, and I'm also listening to it. Kind of a nice little gurgly effect. It's coming in right here. Deviation. Okay. So we still do have a few modulation sources that we can use here. We have the smooth output at the top. We could probably do something with. Leave no stone unturned. Actually, what I want to do is go over here, and I have a saw out right there that I can still use. And I want to try and do something with this. I'm going to basically voltage control the deviation parameter here, so right there. It'll vary a little bit more. Let me just adjust my LFO frequency a little so I can really hear it. I'm hearing a big change there, so let's try something else. We're going to voltage control me. Modulating this parameter. Alright. Now, we were going to do something with the smooth out. So I'm going to turn these down a second because I might send the smooth out over to my LPGs up here. Probably not my digital noise because I kind of like that, but let's try it anyway just to see what happens when we've gone damp. A lot of activity going over there. Let's see if we can adjust the speed of this. There we go. Just trying to get a little bit of activity there. Okay. I'm just keeping my eye on that light right there. So now it's going fast right there. I'll actually try it over here. I don't know if I'm liking that. Yeah, let me bring this up. I'm going to try and maybe feed it over there. I'm just going to go into CV Well, actually, let's just do the voltage beam right there. Now, I'm going to do a little backtracking, and I'm actually going to take this envelope over here, and I'm going to go into the resonance and see if we get some interesting results. Not quite. Let's try this. Let's take this envelope, which is actually acting like an envelope. Try that. I'm not really liking that. Let's go maybe over here to this CV input. I'm basically just looking for something I like here. Now let's switch it up a little and actually just change it. Filter type. Bring this stuff back in. All right. This is where we at. We only have one more input here. We have quite a bit of variety going on here. Alright, so I'm actually going to take, since I haven't used this really at all, the third row, I should just take this out. And I'm going to use these 4 voltage to modulate the slip parameter. So this should actually create a little bit of movement there. We didn't have enough already. And then let me just kind of adjust my voltages. Because these voltages are now going over here and sort of affecting the way that this guy works. Not really hearing a big change. Let's try the rotate. Alright, let me adjust these a little. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. It almost like I'm peeking at my mixer, so let me bring that down just a little bit so it's not blowing you in the face. Okay, we're going to go through a few more patch cables. Now let's see, what modulation sources do we have left? So let's actually take this multiple and then go into our pitch. Now I'm not sure exactly what this is doing, so let's backtrack, figure out where this is going. It's going right there, so I'm going to turn all these down. It's my delay signal. Yep. And granted, it might be a little bit difficult to hear, but I'm going to try a depth parameter. nice. Let's bring this back in. Okay. So we're getting pretty close to saturation of the patch. I know we've been kind of holding on to this last sort of input, but I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here, and then we'll pick it up in part 4. So we can kind of finish it up and then maybe tweak our patch a little bit and just kind of do a little bit of experimenting with what we got set up here. So hopefully you found this useful and just kind of got an idea of how to do this if you've never seen this before. Now this might be the first time you're seeing it. So definitely, at least for me, not having seen ever anything like this, I think this might be something beneficial, hopefully, if you're kind of interested in getting into this. So at any rate, stay tuned for the next segment of Patch It, where we'll continue the 10-gallon patch. And thanks again for watching.